So this is the first video of our YouTube channel, AVC Lectures, Med Concepts, Clinicals, and Mnemonics. So today we will discuss about the reproductive and hormonal functions of the male and the function of the pineal gland. So first, dapat i-discuss natin muna ano nga ba yung tatlong major subdivisions in terms of function ng male reproductive natin. So yung unang part na i-discuss natin is about sa spermatogenesis. Ang tawag dito is this is the formation of sperm. This is a process in which a male produces sperm. Okay, and then for the second major subdivision is the performance of the male sexual act. So we will learn about the different nerves or the different parasympathetic and sympathetic innervations that leads to erection or ejaculation of the male human being. Okay. For the third major subdivision is about the regulation of the male reproductive functions, especially by different various hormones. Okay, so for the first division, for the first major subdivision of the function is we have the physiologic anatomy of the male sexual organs. So dapat malaman muna natin kung ano nga ba yung anatomy para malaman natin yung function ng organ na yun. Okay, so as you can see on the picture on the left, makikita natin dito na itong circular na to ay tinatawag na urinary bladder. Okay, and then also sa baba ng bladder natin is the prostate gland. Okay, and then along with the prostate gland is may tinatawag tayong parang tube. Yan ay tinatawag na urethra. And then itong pink na nakikita nyo dito, tinatawag yung erectile tissue. Then this is the prepuce of the penis, and this is your glans penis. Okay, and then this is your testis, scrotum, yun yung skin na nagko-cover sa testis. And then we have the epididymis, in which the sperms usually are stored. And then also a vas deferens, kasama to sa mga tinatawag nating mga duct system na parang daluyan ng sperm from the testis papunta sa external environment. Okay, and also we have the bulbourethral glands. Ito yung mga glands na nagpo-produce ng parang mucoid or parang mali cut cut na lang mamaya. Ayan. And then also we have the ejaculatory duct, mga series of ducts to. Okay, and then we have seminal vesicles. Ito yung nagpo-produce ng majority ng contents ng semen natin. Okay, and then itong figure B na to, ito yung zoom version ng testis natin. So as you can see, the testis is composed of different seminiferous tubules. Okay, so dyan, inside sa loob ng mga tubules na yan, dyan na-form yung sperm natin. And then also, sa anatomy, makikita nyo, may 3 parts yung epididymis natin. We have head, may body, saka may tail. Okay? Then, from the seminiferous tubules, may mga ducts kasi from the seminiferous tubules papuntang epididymis, tinatawag yung root testis. Okay? And then, from the root testis to the epididymis kasi may tinatawag din tayong efferent ductus. Parang connecting system to from the seminiferous tubules na dadaluyan ng sperm papuntang epididymis. Okay? And then as you can see here, yung red dito, yan ay tinatawag nating testicular artery. That is the blood supply of the testis. Okay? So 900 coiled seminiferous tubules, approximately 1/2 meter long in average, in which the sperm is formed. So as you can see, sa seminiferous tubules, makikita natin dito mamaya na dito talaga na-form yung tinatawag nating sperm. Okay? Then epididymis is a 6 meter long. Sinabi ko to kanina, diba? It is where the sperm is emptied or usually stored. Okay? Then the epididymis also leads to vas deferens into the ampulla of vas deferens in the into the prostate gland. So, makikita nyo dito sa conducting system na tinatawag ko, merong tinatawag na ampulla, si vas deferens. So, para siyang dilated portion nung dilated portion nung saan ba yun? ampulla. Okay, cut yun. Okay. Ayan. So, the epididymis leads to vas deferens into the ampulla, of vas deferens then into the prostate gland. And then, there are two seminal vesicles on each side of the prostate, which empty into the prostatic end of the ampulla, then into the ejaculatory duct, and then into the internal urethra, finally into the exterior. So, itong sinasabi ko dito, ito yung pathway ng sperm natin from the testis up to the external environment. So, meron ako mamayang mga tinatawag mo din, para siyang pathway na para makita nyo, para clear sa inyo kung ano nga ba yung mga different pathway na dinadaanan ng sperm from the testis to the external environment. Okay? Then also, may tinatawag tayong urethral glands which supply mucus into the urethra, and also bulbourethral glands or the Cowper's gland na tinatawag. So, ito yung mga glands na nagproduce ng mucus dun sa along the urethra that will serve as parang ma-smoothen out yung daluyan ng sperm to the external environment. Okay, so this is a simple video showing you the pathway of the sperm.
The organs of the male reproductive system include the testes, seminiferous tubules, epididymis, ducts, urethra, and penis. The seminal vesicle and prostate and bulbourethral glands produce nourishing fluid for the sperm. The testes subdivide into lobules that contain seminiferous tubules that produce sperm. Sperm moves from the seminiferous tubules to the efferent tubules to the epididymis where they mature. The end of the epididymis forms the ductus deferens or vas deferens. This structure ascends the posterior border of the testes, penetrates the inguinal canal, enters the pelvic cavity, and loops over and around the urinary bladder. The seminal vesicles are glands at the base of the bladder that produce seminal fluid. Together with the ductus deferens, they form the ejaculatory ducts. During ejaculation, these ducts eject sperm into the male urethra, the common passageway for urine and sperm. The prostate gland surrounds the prostatic urethra just below the bladder. The fluid it secretes goes through small ducts into the prostatic urethra. The bulbourethral glands produce alkaline mucus secretions that empty into the urethra. The urethra passes through the penis carrying semen, a mixture of sperm and secretions of the glands. During ejaculation, the smooth muscle sphincter at the base of the bladder closes off to ensure that no urine is expelled and that semen does not enter the urinary bladder. Sperm moves from the seminiferous tubules to the epididymis, to the ductus deferens, to the ejaculatory duct, to the outside of the body by the urethra.
Okay, so yun yung pathway na tinatawag ko. So, in summary, makikita natin dito sa table yung pathway natin. So, from the seminiferous tubules in which the sperm is formed, it will go to the root testis, to the vas efferentes or vas deferens, into the head of the epididymis, to the duct of epididymis, to the vas deferens, ampulla, ejaculatory duct, and the urethra. Okay? So, ito ulit yung picture kanina, showing you the different internal structures of the male reproductive system. Okay? So, let's start for the major subdivision. That is your spermatogenesis. So from the word spermatogenesis, that is your generation of sperm. So the spermatogenesis is the process by which haploid spermatozoa develop to form germ cells in the seminiferous tubules of the testes. This process starts with mitotic division of the stem cells located close to the basement membranes of the tubules. These cells are called spermatogonial stem cells. So, yung sperm natin kasi, it comes from the tinatawag nating spermatogonia. So from the spermatogonia kasi, it will develop eventually into the sperm na tinatawag natin. Okay? So, basta ang keynote lang dito, yung sperm, it comes from the germ cells na tinatawag na spermatogonia. Okay? So, sa right picture na to, makikita nyo yung histology ng testis natin. So, this is the cross-section of the seminiferous tubules. So, as you can see, diba, may tinatawag tayong Leydig cells. Okay? So, yung Leydig cells na to, nasa gilid siya ni seminiferous tubules. Okay? Ito yung nagpo-produce ng testosterone. Okay? Tapos, ito yung seminiferous tubules natin. So, pag zoom natin to sa isang side, makikita nyo dito na it composed of different cells. Yung pinaka base niya, makikita nyo dun yung spermatogonium. Diba? Ito yung sinasabi kong germ cells. Okay? And then, around that, we have Sertoli cells. Itong Sertoli cells kasi may other term to. Tinatawag na nerve cells, ganun, or mga supporting structures. Okay? So, itong Sertoli cells kasi, ito yung nagsusupport dito sa developing spermatogonium para mag-develop siya into spermatids and eventually will form the sperm. Okay? So, anong nangyayari kasi dyan, yung spermatogonium nagiging primary spermatocyte through meiosis 1, then nagiging secondary spermatocyte through meiosis 2, and then kapag tinatawag na siyang, pag nag-develop na siya, it will form the spermatids and eventually spermatozoa kapag nag-form na siya ng tail or head and tail, okay, by the process of spermatogenesis. So as you can see on the next slides, makikita nyo yung in-depth explanation about this. Okay, so may simple video ulit ako about the yun yung para maging simple sa atin ano nga ba yung spermatogenesis. Okay,
Spermatogonia are the cells from which sperm cells arise. The spermatogonia divide by mitosis. One daughter cell remains a spermatogonium, and the other becomes a primary spermatocyte. The primary spermatocyte divides by meiosis to form secondary spermatocytes. Secondary spermatocytes divide again to form spermatids. The spermatids differentiate into sperm cells.
Okay. So yun, makikita nyo yung mga parang pag-divide ng spermatogonia natin. So ito yung lifted sa book ni Guyton. Makikita nyo dito yung parang formation from the spermatogonia up to the mature sperm. So from the primordial germ cell kasi, ito yung sa may ano pa lang, embryo pa lang yung, or fetus pa lang yung isang male individual. Yung primordial germ cell kasi, nag-enter siya sa testis, and then it will eventually form the spermatogonia. So, yung spermatogonia kasi na yun yung germ cell na tinatawag ko, diba? So, the spermatogonia proliferate by mitotic cell division first. So, nangyayari itong division na to during the puberty. So, kapag from birth to 12 to 14 years or up to the onset of puberty kasi, yung spermatogonia natin, hindi siya nagde-develop agad. Okay, so itong spermatogonia kasi nade-develop lang siya or nagiging mature sperm lang siya during puberty. Okay? Hindi rin nila alam yung cause kung bakit nagta-transform tong spermatogonia to mature sperm during puberty. Okay? So sabi sa book, it is unknown. Okay? So in the first stage, spermatogonia migrate among Sertoli cells toward the central lumen of the seminiferous tubules. So during the change from spermatocyte stage to the spermatid stage, the 46 chromosomes of the spermatocytes are divided, and thus 23 chromosomes go to one spermatid and the other 23 go to the second spermatid. So i-explain ko to sa diagram na to. So yung spermatogonia kasi natin, ang nangyayari muna is nagdi-divide muna siya by mitotic division. 'Di ba pag sinabi nating mitotic division, 'di ba? Parang similar cell siya. So, yung chromosome niya pareho pa rin. So, yung spermatogonia parang nag-i-split lang siya into 2 daughter cells. So, yung chromosome nito pareho pa rin dun sa mother cell. Okay? So, 46 pa rin to. Itong isa, 46 pa rin. Okay? So, after 25 days or approximately 25 days, the spermatogonia or yung isang daughter cell natin nagiging primary spermatocyte. Okay? So, yung isang daughter cell naman natin na-store siya as spermatogonia that will eventually divide also into mature sperm. Okay? Para siyang stock. Okay? Para siyang stock. Magiging stock ng testis natin. Okay? So, yung isang spermatogonia nagiging primary spermatocyte approximately 25 days. Okay? So, ngayon, yung primary spermatocyte kasi nagiging secondary spermatocyte through meiotic division 1. So, yung process na to approximately 9 days. Okay? And then, yung after itong meiotic division 1 kasi, nag-form siya ng dalawang secondary spermatocytes. So, yung chromosome pa rin nito is 46. Okay? 46 pa rin to. Okay ba? And then, after 19 days ng development, the secondary spermatocytes will undergo meiotic division 2 to form the spermatids. Okay? So, makikita nyo dito, yung daughter cell na to, nade-divide siya sa isang spermatid, isang spermatid, isang spermatid, isang spermatid. So, eventually, nagiging 4. So, anong nangyayari dito, yung chromosome niya, from 46, nagiging 23 each. So, yung isang daughter cell na to, nagiging 23 chromosomes or tinatawag na haploid na yung chromosome niya. Saka, take note din natin, itong meiotic division 2, it will cause it will cause the formation of tinatawag nating female sperm and male sperm. Okay? Kasi we all know that each individual has 46 chromosomes, diba? So, anong nangyayari kasi dito sa meiotic division 2, yung 23 na chromosome, diba, from male yun. Tapos yung 23 dun is from the female, or yung 23 kasi from the father, 23 from the mother. So, ang nangyayari kasi, after meiotic division 2, nadi-divide yun. So, yung 23 dun nagiging male sperm, yung 23 dun nagiging female sperm. So, the same siya dun sa kabilang daughter cell. So, yung 23 chromosomes nagiging male sperm, tapos yung isang daughter cell niya is nagiging female sperm. Okay? So, sa genetics kasi, pag sinabi nating XX, 'di ba, female. Pag dalawang X, female. Pag XY, that is your male. Okay? Male yung individual. So, sabi din sa book na ang basis ng gender ng isang individual ay naka-base kung anong type ng sperm yung naka-fertilize dun sa ovum. Okay? Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na male sperm saka female sperm. So, kung yung female sperm, siya yung nag-fertilize ng ovum, female yung individual kasi may XX chromosome siya. Pero pag male sperm naman yung nag-fertilize, magkakaroon ng XY chromosome yung individual na yun, kaya siya magiging male yung gender niya. Okay? Basta, ang key point doon, yung gender is naka-base kung female sperm ba or male sperm ba yung naka-fertilize doon. Okay? Tapos, may tinatawag tayong differentiation. So, ito na yung sinasabi kong formation ng spermatids natin to the mature sperm. Ang nangyayari kasi dito, yung haploid cells na to, wala pa siyang tail. Okay? Ibig sabihin, immotile pa siya or hindi pa siya maka-swim. So, nag-undergo pa siya ng differentiation that will approximately take 21 days. Ang process ng differentiation na to ay tinatawag na spermatogenesis, in which the spermatids will form its body and tail. Okay? It will form its acrosome, mga ganon. So, nakita nyo dito, this is the formation of sperm. So, on the anterior 2/3 of the head of the sperm, may tinatawag tayong acrosome, which composed mainly of Golgi apparatus. It contains mga different enzymes kasi. For example, hyaluronidase, which can digest proteoglycan filament of tissues, and proteolytic enzymes which can digest proteins. So, important kasi to. These enzymes allow the sperm to enter the ovum and fertilize it. So, ito yung mga enzymes na rinrelease ng sperm natin para tawag mo din, ma-bypass yung parang protection ng ovum. Okay? Yun. So, makikita nyo later. Okay? So, simple lang tayo, or recall lang sa structure ng human spermatozoon natin. So, yung human spermatozoon kasi, it consists of the head and a tail. Okay? Sa head, makikita mo yung acrosome. Sa acrosome na to, makikita nyo yung mga different enzymes. For example, yung sinabi ko kanina, hyaluronidase, saka yung pangalawa is proteolytic enzymes. So, it also has the surface membrane, it also has a vacuole, and it also composed of the anterior head cap and posterior head cap. So, along the flagellum or the tail of the sperm, it consists of the neck, the body, the mitochondria. Okay? So, makikita nyo dito, may mga mitochondria na to. So, important tong mga mitochondria na to kasi it will convert and produce ATP that will serve as the energy of the sperm para makaswim siya towards the ovum. Okay? So, yung cross-section ng flagellum natin, di ba, kung maalala nyo, ang microtubule kasi is consists of 9 plus 2 arrangements. Okay? So, ito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, tapos dalawa sa gitna. Yan yung arrangement ng flagellum natin. So, 9 plus 2. Axonym ang tinatawag nila sa histology. Okay? Ayan. So, back and forth movement of the tail or the flagellar movement na tinatawag natin, it provides motility for the sperm. Okay? So, the energy for motility is provided by the ATP produced in the mitochondria in the body of the tail. Yun yung sinasabi ko. So, yung ATP na produce ng mitochondria dito sa body of the tail, that will serve as the energy for the sperm. Okay? So, take note, nice to know lang din, yung normal sperm velocity natin in a fluid medium is 1 to 4 mm per minute. So, ang isang sperm, nag-swim siya approximately 1 to 4 mm per minute. Yan yung speed niya. Okay? Ayan. So, we have different hormonal factors that stimulate spermatogenesis. Yung una kasi is testosterone. So, it is secreted by the Leydig cells located in the interstitium of the testis that is essential for growth and division of testicular germinal cells, which is the first stage of forming sperms. Okay? So, ito kasi, di ba, pinakita ko sa inyo yung picture kanina, interstitial, di ba? It is on the sides of the seminiferous tubulus, sa gilid siya. So, yung Leydig cell na yun, nagproduce ng testosterone. Itong testosterone na pinaproduce nitong Leydig cell kasi, it is essential for the growth and division of testicular germinal cells. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung nag-i-stimulate ng spermatogenesis natin. Itong testosterone na pinaproduce ng Leydig cell. Okay? So, mga other hormones also is the luteinizing hormone secreted by the anterior pituitary gland, which stimulates the Leydig cells to secrete testosterone. Okay? So, itong luteinizing hormone kasi, ini-stimulate niya naman si Leydig cell para mag-produce ng testosterone, in which the testosterone initiates the spermatogenesis. So, ibig sabihin, from the anterior pituitary gland kasi, it will produce luteinizing hormone that will stimulate the Leydig cells. Yung Leydig cells na yun ang produce ng testosterone. Yung testosterone na yun it will stimulate spermatogenesis, leading to the formation of mature sperm. Okay? And then also, third hormone is the follicle stimulating hormone. It's also secreted by the anterior pituitary gland natin. which stimulate the Sertoli cells naman. So without this stimulation, the conversion of the spermatids to sperm, the process of spermatogenesis will not occur. Diba sinabi ko kanina, ang importance ng spermatogenesis, ito yung tinatawag natin differentiation from the spermatids to spermatozoons, diba? To mature sperm. So kailangan kasi itong spermatogenesis para maka-form yung spermatids natin ng flagellum or yung tail niya para maka-swim siya or maging motile siya in a fluid medium. Okay? So, ang ginagawa nitong follicle-stimulating hormone natin by the anterior pituitary gland is i-stimulate niya itong supporting cells natin na tinatawag na Sertoli cells. That, yung Sertoli cells na to, ito yung nag-a-assist ng tinatawag ng spermatogenesis or yung tinatawag nating differentiation ng spermatids to mature sperm. Para maging motile yung sperm natin. Okay, kasi important yung motility na yon sa fertilization. Okay? And then the fourth one is estrogen. It is formed from testosterone by the Sertoli cells when they are stimulated by follicle-stimulating hormone. Sabi rin nila, they are probably essential for spermatogenesis. Okay? So, it helps also in spermatogenesis. And then next hormonal factor is the growth hormone, as well as most of the other body hormones is necessary for controlling background metabolic functions of the testes. So growth hormone specifically promotes early division of spermatogonia themselves. So important daw tong growth hormone para magkaroon ng early division ng spermatogonia natin. Diba sinabi ko sa inyo na ang spermatogonia is yung tinatawag nating parang germ cells na nagde-differentiate into mature sperm later. Okay? So, clinical correlation nito is kapag may mga pituitary drops, in its absence, as in katulad ng mga patients with pituitary dwarfs, diba? Wala silang growth hormone, diba? So, anong nangyayari? The spermatogenesis is severely deficient or absent, thus causing infertility. So, most of the patients with deficiency on growth hormone kasi, they are infertile. Bakit? Kasi nga, ito yung effect ng growth hormone. Important yon. Kasi nga, di ba sinabi ko kanina na yung growth hormone is necessary for controlling background metabolic functions of the testes. And it also promotes the early division of the spermatogonia. So, ibig sabihin, pag walang division ng spermatogonia, walang mapo-form na mature sperm. Kasi nga, di ba yung unang process natin is magdi-divide muna siya into two daughter cells, di ba? And then, yung two daughter cells na yun, magdi-divide ulit. Meiosis 1, meiosis 2. So, kung wala yung mga division na yun, walang mapo-form na sperm or mature sperm that will eventually lead to infertility. The storage of sperm in the testes. So, the two testes of the human adult form up to 120 million sperm each day. So, most of these sperm are stored in the epididymis, small quantity in vas deferens. So, after ejaculation, the sperm become motile and capable of fertilizing the ovum, a process called maturation. So, the Sertoli cells and the epithelium of the epididymis secrete a special nutrient fluid that will cause the sperm maturation. So, ang key point lang dito sa slide na to, yung testes ng isang lalaki nagpo-produce ng 120 million sperm each day. Okay? So, nai-store siya mostly sa epididymis at pwede rin sa vas deferens. Okay? Then, after ejaculation kasi, yung sperm nagiging motile saka capable na siya para i-fertilize yung ovum. Tinatawag yun na sperm maturation. Sinabi ko na yun kanina through the process of spermatogenesis. Okay? And then also, the Sertoli cells, saka yung epithelium ng epididymis natin, they usually secrete a special nutrient fluid that will eventually cause the sperm to mature. Okay? So, some of the key facts about the mature sperm, sperm velocity niya, 1 to 4 mm per minute. It is greatly depressed in mildly acidic medium. In a strong acidic medium, it causes a rapid death of sperm. So, yung key point dito na malaman natin na dapat ang optimal pH na gusto ng sperm, or the optimal pH in which the sperm can live is dapat basic or alkaline. Kasi kapag mga acidic medium pag na-expose sila sa acidic medium, it will cause either depression or rapid death of the sperm. Okay? Ganon. So also, increasing temperature. So, kapag increase yung temperature, mag-i-increase yung activity ng sperm. Pag nag-increase yung activity ng sperm, mag-i-increase yung rate na metabolism. Kapag mabilis yung metabolism, yung life of the sperm will be shortened. Kasi, di ba sinabi ko sa inyo, yung dun sa located in the flagellum is mga different ATP, different mitochondria that will produce ATP, di ba? So yung mitochondria na yun kasi limited lang kasi yung energy na stored dun sa sperm cell. So pag may increased temperature tayo, magkakaroon ng increased activity. So mas mabilis maubos yung energy stored dun sa mature sperm. Kaya yung lifespan niya mag-shorten. Ganun. Okay? So 1 to 2 days is the life expectancy of ejaculated sperm in the female genital tract. So ibig sabihin, after the coitus, usually yung sperm na nandun it can live up to 1 to 2 days only. Okay? So it is important in fertilization kasi na dapat yung proper timing na tinatawag natin. So during the ovulation kasi, 'di ba, less than 24 hours lang lumalabas yung ovum natin. So yung kapag magre-recommend tayo sa patient kung what is the best day or when will be the best day of the month that will sure or that will have the highest success rate of fertilization is dapat during the ovulation. Kasi nga ang ovulation natin is usually less than 24 hours. So dapat 1 to 2 days before the ovulation ma-deposit na tong sperm na to para ma-fertilize na yung ovum. Ganon. So, yun yung mga important points dito sa sinasabi nilang 1 to 2 days. Okay? Then, let's move on to the seminal vesicles. So, itong mga seminal vesicles na to, ito yung mga nagpo-produce ng mga different secretions na magko-compose ng semen natin or semen. Okay? So, the seminal vesicle is a tortuous, loculated tube line with the secretory epithelium. So it secretes a mucoid material containing an abundance of fructose, citric acid, prostaglandin, fibrinogen. So sasabihin ko sa inyo mamaya bakit ano yung mga role ng prostaglandin, fibrinogen, fructose, ganon sa sperm. Okay, so nakakatulong kasi mga materials na to. Okay? So yun. So as you can see on the anatomy, the vas deferens, the seminal vesicle is lateral to the vas deferens. So located siya sa likod ni prostate natin. Okay, so as you can see, di ba ito yung prostate, and then sa likod niya makikita niyo yung seminal vesicle. So para lang siyang maliit na organ dito sa likod ni prostate saka ni bladder. Okay? Ganun. Okay? So, ito na, isa-isay na natin yung sinasabi kong components na pinoproduce ni or sinesecrete ni seminal vesicle. So, yung una, si prostaglandin. So, prostaglandins are believed to aid fertilization in 2 ways. So, it reacts with the female cervical mucus to make it more receptive to sperm movement and by possibly causing backward reverse peristaltic contractions in the uterus and fallopian tubes to move the ejaculated sperm toward the ovaries. So, a few sperm reach the upper ends of the fallopian tubes within 5 minutes. So, anong ginagawa nitong prostaglandin na pinoproduce ng seminal vesicle natin? So, sabi nila, it aids fertilization. Bakit? Una, it reacts sa cervical mucus. So, ang ginagawa niya, para maging more receptive yung sperm doon, or more receptive yung environment ng sperm, para maging mas motile pa siya. Okay, so nagre-react yung prostaglandin doon sa cervical mucus para yung sperm mas mabilis or mas maging motile siya sa environment na yun. Okay? And then also, yung prostaglandin na to, it causes backward reverse peristaltic contractions in the uterus and fallopian tubes. So, ibig sabihin, yung yung ano natin, yung prostaglandin na sinesecrete ng seminal vesicle, it causes contractions, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, para siyang dinedeliver niya yung sperm toward the fallopian tube or near the ovum. So, parang it aids dun sa transport ng sperm natin papuntang ovum. Okay? Kasi nga sinasabi niya, backward reverse peristaltic. Ibig sabihin, papunta dun sa ovum. Okay? Para nga, i-aid yung fertilization. Yun yung key point ng slide na to. Saka, sabi rin dito, a few sperm reach the upper ends of the fallopian tube within 5 minutes because of this. Okay? Because of this action of the prostaglandin. So, pwedeng ma-reach agad yung ovum within 5 minutes because of prostaglandins. Okay? And then, mga nice to know lang din. Diba, we have common cervical factors that causes infertility. Yung una, thick, dry, or sticky mucus, acidic mucus, inflammatory cells, anti-sperm antibodies. So, yung important na malaman nyo dito is that yung pinoproduce ng seminal vesicle natin, it causes, diba, sinabi ko kanina, yung prostaglandin, it aids sperm movement, diba, dun sa cervical mucus natin or dun sa mucus nung vagina. Okay? So, parang, siya, parang it aids fertilization. Parang pine-prevent niya tong mga factors na nagko-cause ng infertility. Okay? Okay. Also, yun. Ayan. So, mga nice to know din, ito yung mga different phases ng cervical mucus natin. So, it will be discussed primarily on the female reproductive physiology. Pero, parang nice to know lang din na malaman dito sa part na to kasi related siya. Okay? Ayan. So, may dry phase, may sticky phase, may creamy phase, may clear phase. Okay? Okay? So, yung pinaka-optimal kasi, na cervical mucus para ma-fertilize yung ovum is during this clear phase. Okay? During near ovulation day. Diba? Alam naman natin na ang ovulation day is usually on the day 14 of the menstrual cycle. So, usually yung cervical mucus kasi dyan on that days is usually clear na siya and stretchy siya. So, it is like a raw egg white, stretchy and slippery. Yun yung consistency or yun yung characteristic ng clear phase natin. So, ibig sabihin, this is the optimal stage in which the sperm can fertilize the ovum during this clear phase of cervical mucus secretion. Okay? Ayan, mga other pictures also. Ayan. Dry cervical mucus, cloudy. Okay? So, creamy, then watery, stretchy. So, as you can see, yung mga dry, tacky, thick, saka mga cloudy, they are usually not fertile or semi-fertile. Okay? Kasi nga, hindi makapenetrate yung sperm natin dyan. Which can prevent. Kasi usually, nag-i-stick sila yan or nag-i-stop na sila dyan kasi nga hindi nila ma-penetrate yung cervical mucus na yan. Okay? So, kaya yung pinaka-optimal is parang watery or stretchy consistency. This is the most fertile, which is a characteristics of usually kapag ovulating na yung isang babae. Okay? So, also, a function of the prostate gland. So, ito yung another gland na nagpo-produce ng contents ng semen. Okay? So, it secretes a thin milky fluid that contains calcium, citrate ion, phosphate ion, clotting enzyme, profibrinolysin. This is a semen specimen. Okay? So, yan yung itsura niya. So, usually, milky kasi yung itsura niya. So, yung nagpo-produce ng milky appearance na yan is the prostate, which produces prostatic fluid na yung consistency niya is usually milky. Okay? Ayan. So, vaginal secretions of the female are acidic, with a pH of 3.5 to 4. 3.5 to 4. So, sperm do not become optimally motile until the pH of the surrounding fluids rises to about 6 to 6.5. Okay, so slightly alkaline prostatic fluid helps neutralize the acidity of the other seminal fluids during ejaculation and thus enhances the motility and fertility of sperm. So, ang ginagawa nito, itong prostatic fluid na pinoproduce ng prostate natin is ginagawa niyang neutral or neutralize niya. So, ibig sabihin, from the pH of vaginal secretions na 3.5 to 4, ginagawa niyang 6 to 6.5, in which sa pH na to, magiging optimally motile na yung sperm. Ibig sabihin, it also aids in the fertilization. Okay? So, it enhances the motility and fertility of the sperm. So, yun. So, yun yung function ng prostatic fluid natin. Diba? It neutralizes para maging optimal yung pH for the sperm. Okay? Para maging motile siya, tapos mataas yung fertility na pwedeng mag-occur. Okay? Also, ito yung sinasabi ko, kapag pinagsama-sama na natin yung mga different secretions, it will form eventually the semen. So this is ejaculated during the male sexual act. So the composition niya is 60% is usually from the seminal vesicle, 30% is from the prostatic fluid or from the prostate, and 10% is the fluid and the sperm from the vas deferens. So as you can see, you must take note that the majority of the seminal fluid is from the seminal vesicle. Okay? Then, meron ding small amounts from the mucus glands, especially the bulbourethral or the Cowper's gland. So take note nyo lang, the majority ng semen is composed of the seminal vesical fluid. Then next, prostatic fluid. Then next is the sperm na. Okay? So, pH niya usually 7.5. The prostatic fluid gives the semen a milky appearance. Diba sinabi ko kanina? Siya yung prostate yung nagpo-produce ng parang thin milky appearance ng semen. And then, the fluid from the seminal vesicles and mucus glands give the semen a mucoid consistency. So, yung consistency kasi ng semen natin is mucoid, okay, or malapot siya. So, yung nagko-cause ng malapot na yun is the mucus glands, okay, along the urethra, okay, particularly mga bulbourethral glands or yung Cowper's glands. It will cause the consistency of this semen to be mucoid. Okay, so also sa semen kasi may tinatawag tayong coagulum, or a weak fibrin coagulum holds the semen in the deeper regions of the vagina where the uterine cervix lies. So the coagulum then dissolves during the next 15 to 30 minutes because of the lysis of fibrinolysin formed from the prostatic profibrinolysin. So ang key point lang dito, kapag na-ejaculate na yung semen kasi, meron siyang tinatawag na fibrin coagulum. So yung ginagawa nitong fibrin natin, para siyang kino-condense niya or kino-compact niya yung mga different components ng semen, or parang in-hold niya yung sperm, or yun, kapag in-hold niya yung sperm, hindi na siya magiging motile. So ang ginagawa, or may component yung semen na tinatawag na prostatic profibrinolysin. Okay? So ang ginagawa noon is it will cause the coagulum to dissolve. Okay? Okay, so the maximal lifespan of the semen is only 24 to 48 hours at body temperatures. Okay, diba sinabi ko kanina na 1 to 2 days lang yung lifespan niya. So at lower temperatures, however, semen can be stored for several weeks. Pag frozen naman, when frozen at temperatures below -100 degrees Celsius, the sperm can have been preserved for years. So ito na yung ginagawa ng mga sperm banks natin.